Hello, welcome to One City Shout Channel. How are you doing? We have liquid gold or liquid diamonds or however you want to see it. It's like 53 degrees. I was like, oh my gosh, this is lovely. It's lovely. I haven't turned my heat on yet. I'm not trying to. I like this nice little cool breeze. We need the rain, so it's all good. So I'm a happy camper. I have a question. Has any driver on the rideshare platform ever been deactivated or canceled from their car insurance? Hey, Uberman Tampa, 53 degrees. 90 over there. Oh, wow, I ain't doing it. Oh, my God. Jeremy, how are you? No, I understand. No problem. Sorry. I take it back. I don't know how to take it back, but anyway. It's good to see you. Wow. How are you doing? How's it going? You don't see Jeremy? I am not hallucinating, okay? I don't take anything stronger than my antidepressants, and they don't make me hallucinate, okay? And yeah, I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I don't have any hallucination drugs. So I know I see Jeremy. So maybe you need to wake up, Uberman Tam, because I know what I see right there. Okay? So, look, I declare. But I have a question. Has any driver, or have you heard of any driver being canceled due to excessive miles? And they have the rideshare insurance, okay? So I have a driver. She called me a couple days ago. I wanted to talk to her one-on-one. Go ahead, sir, ma'am. I don't know, but you have your way of driving. Do what you do. So anyway, so she called me and she told me that her insurance company was threatening to cancel her by December something. And the only way that they would continue to keep her coverage is if she show them that she's no longer doing rideshare. So she called other insurance companies. One told her she would have to pay $1,000 a month for the coverage. And now she's faced with the situation. She will have to go, if she's going to continue to do this rideshare thing. He said, he still can't see you? Did you block him? Oh, yellow light. Pay attention. Yellow light. So now her option is to get the rental car with Uber, because they're telling her, hey, Manny. She said she had the rideshare insurance, but so in terms of terminology, are they saying rideshare insurance is not commercial insurance? Because they told her the reason why they're gonna let her go sometime in December is because she has excessive miles. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, you have rideshare insurance. I mean, do they know what that means? That means excessive mileage. And then I was wondering, did she have a cap on her miles? Like, did she tell them I'm only gonna drive such amount of miles? But I thought if you have that coverage, you can drive however many miles you want, and it shouldn't make a difference. But apparently, it's making a difference with her. So she has to sign up with Uber leasing, and from what the guy's telling her, they will take care of maintenance, insurance, repairs, that they'll take care of everything. I told her when she see the contract, read the contract, because a lot of times when it comes to these businesses, they're going to say one thing out of their mouths, but they're covered once you sign on the dotted line, which is attached to that contract. Because even though you heard them say whatever, but if you didn't see it in that contract and you signed, it, then you're telling them and whoever else going to come across that contract that you understood and you agreed with everything that was being said in that contract. Forgetting what the salesperson said, forget all that, because that's his word against yours, or vice versa. So she said she's going to keep me up to date. I'm going to try to plan an interview with her in reference to that. But she just feel at this point she has to do the leasing. She's a grinder. She's out there. I mean, she's out there as often as she can be out there in terms of the 12 hours. And she's bringing in money. She doesn't have a problem with bringing in the money with Uber and Lyft. And her market is pretty good. Come on, don't do that. Her market is pretty good, so she has no complaints on that perspective. And she's willing, if she has to get a 9-to-5 if she have to, if things changes, in terms of the Uber income and so on and so forth. She has to return the leasing car back. She'll still have her vehicle, and she can just get a 9-to-5. She can keep it moving. And I'm really happy for her, because she's already looking into the possibilities of change when it comes to Uber and Lyft. Uber and Lyft is not a guarantee profitable full-time job. It's sometimes in certain markets it's not even profitable as a part-time job, because the amount of money that you make as a part-time driver, depending on your expense, gas, car washes, keeping the car clean, because what you earn need to go back into the business. But technically, a lot of times, I know for myself, I'm working for a bill or to take care of something, not necessarily to put it aside for my gig or my independent contractor job. So a lot of times, if you're not making enough money to divide between your responsibilities as your bills and the business, you're going to have a problem. You're definitely going to have a problem. It's no way you're not going to have a problem. And some people say people who are part-timers, they're not drivers. I beg to differ. Why? Whenever Uber accepts you on their platform, you are considered a driver for them. They will send you a request. You answer that, accept that request. You go pick up a passenger. That's no different than an 80-hour, 100-hour, 20-hour, 10-hour, 5-hour, 2-hour a week driver. And I think a lot is so much going on with the rideshare economy, to the point now the drivers are like trying to undermine other drivers, because they're trying to make money, and they're going through some things that now rideshare is not bringing in that money like that. What are we doing? So it's like it's so much drama going on between the rideshare community, between the drivers. And to be honest, this is no time for us to depart, but it's time for us to do what you have to do to take care of your responsibilities. If rideshare is working for you, that I've said so many years, if rideshare is working for you, handle your business. Do what you got to do. Every driver is not struggling. Every driver, they got it together. They went into this rideshare. Oh, that's so off. I'm gonna have to get it. Am I making it wipe too fast or something? Hold on. Oh, that's for the back. It's more of a mist. I'm gonna have to get some windshield wipers soon. Look like the left one, because it's gonna, you know what I mean? but the other one is glides right on over. But anyway, I'm be able to look at some of you guys' things here. Zachy, how are you? Do you have gloves today, Chelle? I do, but this is not the channel. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna do some things. Chelle, another option is she can cancel her insurance with that company and go to another one and don't let them know. Yeah, that's a possibility. Maybe her voucher insurance. That's what I'm thinking. It must have a cap. I've heard of places like Walmart reporting your miles to insurance database, which is how they find out. What? You can't let her insurance company know. See, that's the crazy thing. I'm doing good, Zachy. Yes, regular insurance don't cover rideshare. Well, she said she had rideshare. She said that. So you're enjoying your music, Jeremy? Good morning. How are you? It's been a long time. How are you doing, Savvy? I don't know. I want to say Savio, but Savvy. Yeah. How's it going? It's kind of nippy out here, though. I can feel it in my hands. They're dry. But I put it this way, guys. I think in order for you to be really extremely successful in this rideshare economy, I think it's important for you to come in to the game with some stacks to the side. Why? Because if you're working to pay your bills, you have nothing to help you maintain the flow of your company when it comes to maintenance, when it comes to repairs, or if an accident occur. You have to have the connections with great mechanics, even decent car dealerships, and different companies. You got to have some type of network to keep you afloat with really being profitable in this ride share. I know a lot of people, they talk about Geo. I put it this, how can I say this? He's a worker. Some people are just hardcore. Thank you, Manny. Some people are just downright hardcore workers. No matter what, if they were dishwashers or whatever the position is, they are just hard-working people. And he seems like he's one of those type individuals. And he meshed well with men and women who are on the same level that he's on. Hey, Josh, good morning. And when he don't see other people with the same mindset that he has, he see them in such a negative light, which makes me think if he act in that type of situation, this is how others will look at him. So when he see other drivers doing these particular things that is not like him or not as successful as him, he feels that, you're a bum, you are, a loser, or, different words that he says. Yeah, I'm not going to put him on now. I should have put him on as I was driving, but I didn't. But as I look at the different rideshare drivers, he's a grinder. And then there's another one who's out here, Dylan. I never knew who he was until I start hearing his name over and over and over again. And if I remember correctly, when he first came on the scene, he sent me an email. He wanted to do a collab. I didn't know much about him and so on and so forth. But as I learned more about him and watch his videos, he is a young man who capitalized on opportunities. He just coming on the scene, and he has succeeded some drivers who have been on the scene for several years, or longer than he has. And it is ruffling some feathers. No, I'm not for clickbait, but it's all around us, unfortunately. But sooner or later, YouTube cuts down on that. However, when I saw his video when he gave the car away, I wish that we as rideshare supporters and rideshare drivers who have YouTube channels, I wish we could come together and have like some type of network that will help us as drivers sustain ourselves, and not so much fight Uber and Lyft to try to sort of make them do what we want them to do. We have to keep in mind, when we first started out, it's all, I'm gonna tell you something, Savvy. I don't want to get caught up into that. I don't want to ever, that's my prayer. I don't want to get caught up into the clickbait, the lies, the drama, the craziness, because sometimes once you get tangled into that, you don't see a way out. You don't know how to get out, and then you just keep going with the flow. Because why? Money is coming in, and then you lose yourself. And I don't want to ever lose myself by any cost, But for the network, I just wish that instead of us beating each other down, I just wish it was a collective, strong-minded, positive drivers who could come together and help support other drivers who are going through, who are really, like, and another thing with what's his name? No Crybaby. Hey Tony, how are you? It's good to see you, young man. You're a businessman. I'm so proud of you. Drivers have to strike and be serious about it. Not no one day. Yes, exactly. Right. That's right, Manny. If you're gonna do this, if you're gonna show enough fight, you have to stack that you'll have enough to maintain at least, let's just say, a year worth of the shenanigans that you might have to go through. But if you think that you're going to push a company that's bringing in all of this money, that you're going to push them to do what you want them to do, exactly how you want them to do it, in 30 days, maybe even two months, sadly mistaken. We have to realize Uber and Lyft, rideshare in general, they're in it to make money, period. They're not built to let a handful of drivers shut them down. They didn't build themselves that way. And we have to think about when you're building your own business, you have to build it in such a way that it's on a foundation that it can be built upon. Granted, Uber and Lyft has done a lot of shady things. It's been in the news, nothing new. However, they're still going. And then some of the information that is out there is fake news. It's not really what's really going on with Uber and Lyft. And on the other hand, they're into other avenues. And we need to take a page out of their pocket. We can't just rely on rideshare. We just can't. Just like the rideshare companies are not just relying on us as drivers. They have the scooters that are out here. They're working like an agency to have drivers go work at other little things to bring in money. Uber is turning themselves into a job network system where they have plethora different avenues of different jobs to bring in that money. And we as drivers, part-time, full-time, extreme time, whatever it is, we need to take a page out of their book and have multiple streams of income. I'm not talking just to be talking. I've been in class. Oh my gosh, okay? Let me tell you, I was in urgent care. How can I say this? I thought it was my blood pressure. Well, my blood pressure was up. Granted, I don't have high blood pressure. My blood pressure was 180 something over 113, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But the lady said it was high when I was in triage. And she checked it twice. Granted, she shouldn't have checked it so fast in the same arm, but hey, do what you do. I'm just saying. Because it's urgent care and they want to, it's not emergency, but it's urgent. So they want to keep things flowing. So she checked it twice. It was still high. And I had an extreme headache. I just felt awful. I had like a cramping in the middle of my, the top part of my stomach, my abdomen area. And I didn't have an appetite. I just felt horrible. Horrible. Yes. Oh my gosh. I didn't know if my tumor was getting bigger because my vision was off. I thought I had diabetes. I mean, it was just so much. My body was just out of whack. So, and at that time, I didn't have any money for to pay my copay, because my copay there was like $30. And I said, do you mind just billing me, please? And so they billed me. And then I'm sitting there thinking, now I don't have money for high blood pressure medicine if I had to get it. And I have a good support, family support, but I don't know if you understand this. Me as a grown woman, okay, I don't want to constantly rely on my family and my friends to support me and to help me. So I didn't ask them, knowing that they would be there, but I didn't have a heart to do it, okay? So then I'm thinking, now, what would the pharmacy do if I didn't have a support system and I needed blood pressure medicine and I could not afford it? Like, what happens? And I began to think, I said, I wish I could be that person or have a company where if someone's really in need, I mean, not just playing around, but really in need and don't have money, that I will have a connection to a company that would do like a questionnaire and make sure that individual get their money, that medication that they need, not want, but need to help them sustain in life. And so I had to get an MRI done, all these different things like that, EKG, so on and so forth, blood drawn, IV put in, the regular stuff. And so everything came back fine. My blood pressure came down to its normal, because I'm usually like 130, 128 over 60, something like that. And I've been like that for many, many years. So it was no need for them to further anything else. But my doctor referred me to a neurologist. And I felt like, no. I said, if the MRI didn't show anything in reference to my tumor, it's nothing. It's no reason for me to further paying all this copay, and nothing's wrong, okay? So then after that, I felt better. Oh my gosh, I felt better ever since then. And I think what was happening is my body was under stress because of the new journey that I'm on in terms of getting another job, still working from home, but getting a job. And this is something that is more intense than my other job. I don't have to talk to people on the phone. Is internet. I'm on my cell phone, which I got to invest in another phone, for real now because of the business. But you have to know what you're supposed to know in order to evaluate the situation properly. And it's very intense. It's a 3-day test. I said it. 1, 2, 3. A 3-day test. Phase 1 is tomorrow. Okay? And you can't move to phase 2, which is Tuesday. 3 days, okay? If you don't pass phase 1, you can't go to phase 2. And of course, you can't go to phase 3. All right? If you fail phase 1, you have to retake phase 1 in order to go to 2. And then if you have to retake 2, you have to retake 1 and 2 before you get to 3. This week from Monday through Friday, and they give you a retake, only one retake. That's it. So this whole week coming, I just want to knock this test out, and those, the first phase, second phase, third phase, and Thursday, Friday, maybe Saturday, I guess, maybe Saturday, they'll let me know what's what. Very true. You go through body, mind. Exactly. Right. Inland. Exactly. And a lot of people don't realize that when you, how you react to something. Marcus, how are you? Well, hey, all of the people are not here, so it's going to look like that, Marcus. It's okay, though. You're still special, all right? No worries. See, I call your name soon as you come in the room. That's pretty awesome. I'm glad you're doing good. Millionaire Marcus, yeah. Yeah, he's in the building. MP is in the building, everyone. Get your money bags out. He's in. Wow, but yeah, that and my body was going under a certain amount of stress. So I really had to pray and concentrate and really talk to myself, because I was at the desk, I was about to cry, and I said, no, you're not. I actually talked to myself. No, you're not, girl. What? You're going to get yourself together. I don't know if you ever had experience with an older, well, okay, my mom is very, well, she's not, she's stern. Let's see, assertive. That's, and when it's time to straighten up and get yourself together, my mom has a little tone in her voice, like, you know, get yourself, no profanity or anything like that. She's talking to me the way in deep inside of me, girl, you better, Chelle, get yourself together, you know. And so I had to talk to myself and say to myself, girl, you better get yourself together. You're not, you know, you're not going through this. Can you re-add? Okay. Okay, all right, Jeremy, I'll do that. Okay, give me some time, all right? You don't see him? I don't know why you don't see him, Uberman Tampa. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You waiting to see the gloves? Look, Zachy. Zachy! Oh, Zachy. Hold on. So, if the body goes through, see, he said he see you. The body goes through so much changes when it comes to external situation that we are faced with, and a lot of times we don't realize what our body is going through. So I had to pray about it, and I prayed for understanding, prayed for strength, prayed for. I knew that in order for me to do well with this test or these tests, I have to know what I'm supposed to know. You're not gonna just get a pat on the back and you good to go. It's not that kind of job. You're going to perform. You're going to produce before you can do anything. And they do blind testing. Did she say every month? So it keeps you on your toes to do really well. Granted, this job does not pay a whole lot. However, it's a good job. Not too many people can get in. And when you're in, you're in. And you're able to move up. So, those things are a plus for me. Okay? Just an apple. Hello. And so, I'm happy that I have the opportunity to get the job. But to say it's easy, I can't say that. We had 47 people in the classroom when we first started. You know how many people are in the classroom today? Well, now. We are about 27, 21. People have left. They didn't catch on. They don't understand. It's too stressful. It's they couldn't everything like in life. Everything is not for everybody. Everybody is not for everything. My my drive is I want to accomplish this. I want to do this. I want to challenge myself because a lot of times when things get stressful for me, oh, now you see him. A lot of times, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. And a lot of times when things get stressful, I run the other way. I just don't want to deal with it. However, this go round, I want to fight it. I want to go beyond that wall. I want to break through that wall. And it's like it's empowering me when I see that I'm pushing. Because I want this. I want to get this. This is what I want to do. I want to, it's like, God, if this is your will, I want to do this. Hi, Eddie. Hi, Snooky, Snooky, Dookie, Dookie, Snooky, Snooky. That sounds kind of weird, but yeah. Hi, Eddie. It's Snooky, Eddie. Eddie is the little dog. Now, hi, and yeah, everybody say, hi, Eddie. Hey, Eddie. Hey, Eddie. Eddie. I wish I could see his face. He probably going to flag in his tail. This is for Zachy. Sorry, guys. But I have to do better on my other channel, on my ASMR channel. Winter is coming. I'll be able to wear my leather and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm challenging myself, pushing myself through this to get this particular job. And because I want this. I want this. I want to challenge myself. And it's empowering for me to see where I came from and where I am today. However, I have to keep in mind that a body has limitations. And I didn't know my limitations until he's cocking his head. Hi, Eddie. Hello, Eddie. So it's like I need to pass this. I need to do well with this because it's going to help fuel something inside of me that is needed. So I just want to share that with other people too. There are challenges that are out there. And if you are like me, you get to a brick wall and you're like, oh, okay, it's not God's will, or no, that's all right, it's not for me. Oh, I ain't want it anyway. But sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you have to pull up as much strength and wisdom within yourself and whatever your spiritual power is, and you have to take as much force as possible and break that wall down so that you can get over to the other side and then see what's going on this side in terms of improvement, in terms of challenging yourself and increasing and becoming a better person. Because if everything in life, when you get here, you will never grow. You will never grow. And I don't want that. I want to grow. I want to grow. Thank you, Chelle, and everyone for understanding. I'm just trying to get my health back. I know. And the good news is yay, parasite is gone. However, my vision isn't all great, of course. Yeah, but see, you know what? At least you can see a change, and that's pretty good. You can see a change, and that's a good thing. That is an awesome thing, and I'm grateful to God for that. You know, if you're gonna live, you want to live the best life that you can live. Whatever it is that you can do just that. Not one person in this world can absolutely do everything. They can't. Sometimes we can't even do everything we need to do within 24 hours. So how in the world can one person do everything? They can't. So the reason why I'm saying it is, whatever it is that you can do in life, you do just that. Try not to focus on what you can't. Focus on what you can do. And I'm saying this because this is helping me. There are a lot of things that I can't do. Am I jealous of people who can do it? Well, no. Am I angry at people who can do it? Well, no. Am I any of those whatever? No. I just know and I understand that I can't do everything, and I'm okay with that. Now, the issue comes into play when you have outsiders telling you what you can do and what you can't do. That's when you come into a problem. Because now these onlookers, if you will, or outsiders are dictating to you to tell you this is what you're supposed to do. This is how you're supposed to do it. Sometimes the same way that person feels and understands something is not the way the individual who's going through a situation understands it. It's just, if it's not a like minds understanding the same, people are not going to get it. That's just a fact. And we as adults have to realize that. But I want to go back to I was talking about No Crybaby. He was a Lyft driver. I came across his channel when he was talking about him getting fired from Lyft. I love you too, Manny. He's unique in his own way. We all are unique in our own way, believe it or not. But it seems like, from what I observe, okay, the core of him is genuine, and he is maintaining, like, in others, sometimes I watch some of his live, and some people are coming on saying, why are you living out your car, and so on and so forth. I never really thought about the question because I feel like that's his life. But then I thought about it, and I was saying to myself, well, he had a house, he was renting, and he have a car. So I'm thinking maybe it's cheaper to live out of the car versus in the house. And then I remember he was saying he was back in payment with the rent, I believe. I'm not 100%, but I believe that's what he was saying. Because some people don't understand why we make decisions and do the things that we do. But we have to realize, is it for you to understand, or is it for the person who's going through it to understand? Because we have our homes, we have our cars, we have money, we have this, we have that. But sometimes we are not in that same frame of mind that the person who's going through a situation is. And I'm proud of him because he doesn't have a mind to give up. And he has a mind to, he's gonna make it regardless. He may not have this, he might not have this, but what he has, he's gonna make it work for him. And I think that speaks a lot of volume towards him as a man. So I only pray that the situation that he's going through will end up being profitable for him in the end, that he will learn anything that he needs to learn or wants to learn, or he see life in a different light. Because sometimes our hardship is not just to bring us down. I don't believe our hardship is to bring us down. I believe hardship is to make you stronger. Because I could say for me, the way I used to be and the way I am now is totally different. I'm much stronger. I'm much clearer in my mind. I'm more goal oriented, where before the word goal would just make me feel stressed. Is what? I gotta fight to get this? What? No, it's not worth it. I was willing, when I was going through, I was willing to give my home up, my car up. I didn't care, because those things were so stressful to me, to the point it's like, is it worth me having? And I'm so grateful that I still have these things, because now I'm on the other side appreciating the blessings that God has given me, and taking care of these things, and doing what I have to do to maintain them. And but I had to go through what I've gone through for me to be the person I am today. Because the person that I was who I was for what I had. I was not who I was because of who I am, if you guys can understand that. I got it in here. I understand what I'm saying in here, but I'm just saying, shall I need to talk to you privately? Okay, all right, no problem. Um, so it's important for us, when we are passing judgment on people, just know, if you're not in the very same shoes that that person is in, you don't have the right. I mean, really, you don't have the right to say maybe they brought it on themselves, or that's stupid that you're living out of your car. There are some people with the situation that he was going through, and I don't know him. I'm just saying, based upon me watching some of his videos, so on and so forth. But some people in his situation, they would have given up on life, period. On life that was given to him, with his mother carrying him for 9 months, or if they were, if you're a premium, things of this that nature. I don't think we have a right to give up on life when situations in life, what happened? When situations in life is not conducive at the moment. I think we need to hold on a little tighter, okay, and ride the waves, and learn what you need to learn, do what you need to do within reasons, of course, and keep it moving. Because if anybody in this world have went through something and sooner or later didn't get better, like it was just bad, 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 I mean a continuous bad throughout life, I mean from day one it's been bad, 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 that you never had any highs, that it was constantly low, 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 low. I'm not talking health wise, I'm talking in terms of financial situations, that you started out and you were always down, down. Did you never had any spikes in your life? And I look at what I've gone through in my life. When I had a drop, I wanted to give up. At that low level, I wanted to give up. But because of prayer of people who love me and support me was going up on my behalf, I began to rise. And now, not that everything is 100%, no, because I just told you I went to the hospital, urgent care, and I didn't have money for blood pressure medicine, but lo and behold, I didn't need it. But so I have my moments. However, instead of me feeling like I want to give up, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Instead of me feeling like, oh my gosh, this is it. Why me? Oh my, not again. Like, what's going on, God? Why am I going through this stuff? Like, what's going on? I don't feel that way. I feel like, girl, the GURL, girl, okay? Get yourself together. And sometimes you have to talk to yourself, and so that your mind, your ears can hear what needs to be heard. Because sometimes, I know with me, I can be in here just constantly in my mind, just playing those little negative games in my mind. And once I speak something positive, or the word stop, it causes a reaction in here in terms of my thoughts. Some people might not understand what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, can I share? I'm sharing, okay? It helps me to hear that. And it causes me to indirectly react. And I get like a breath of fresh air. I get like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. That kind of thing. Whereas before, It was too hard. It was too overwhelming for me to handle it. And in the situation that I was going through, some people would say, "Girl, please." What? I would take your issues, your problems over mine. But we have to understand, everyone is not built the same. Everyone doesn't comprehend the same. Everyone doesn't feel the same. Everyone doesn't react the same. So what may have been hard for me and extremely hard for me, it could have been like nothing for you. But maybe what you're going through could be like nothing for me. So basically what I'm saying is, we all are going through something at different levels in our lives. And depending on how we react to what is going on in our lives determines our next phase in our life. Either we're going to move to the next phase in our life the absolute same way, meaning when things occur again, we're going to react the same way. Or if we're in this phase right now and we seek to know, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to learn here? What is the purpose of this that I'm going through? Did I bring this on myself? Is it something that I can change? If it is, what is it that I can change? And how can I change this? And work, and then turn that negative energy or that stress or that frustration into, okay, how can I make this better? And this is the journey that I'm on right now. I'm not saying it's easy. It is a struggle. I have to produce in order to get this job. It's different from, how a job would give you an offer, you accept the offer, 9 out of 10 you got the job. This is not how this job is. You have to pass the exam in order to go to the next stage, which is the nesting, and then from nesting into production. And once you're in production, you still have to take tests in order to keep yourself in line with what is going on. And you have to have the right mindset, to be willing to deal with that. Yeah, it is. Manny. So you have to have things in line to help you keep, to be prepared for this. I want to do better with my channels and so on and so forth. But what I'm lacking is the motivation. And the way I see it is, if I want this bad enough, that adrenaline will kick up in me that will cause me to be more motivated to produce and be, good with all of my channels, because I have a heart to do what I do. I want to do what I want to do. But sometimes when I'm dealing with my, oh, you're welcome, man. Thank Manning. You know what? I tell you, you're one in a million. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We all need it, Manny. It's not easy. It's not easy, but when we're in that hardship, I love you right back, Manny. When we're in that hardship, that has a lot to do with where we're going to go next. When we're in that hardship, when we high and we like this, it's woohoo, it's woo. But when we're down there, you know what, Josh? I'm gonna get you. Get some coffee. I'm gonna get you. Thank you so much. You're awesome. You're the second in a million. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Josh. Marion, hi. So it's very important when you're in the valley, when your friends are not around, when the money is not there, when it's just you and you and you. How you react to that downship determines your next phase in your life. You have two options. This is the way I see it. When you're down, you only have two options. One, you stay there. Two, you choose to fight to rise. She said, hey girl. You choose to fight to rise. Now, in that fight to rise, and it's just what that is, in the fight to rise, meaning it's a battle, you're going to go through some things to get back up, okay? But I think the most important thing about getting back up is you have grown from it. You have grown from being in the valley, and you have used that growth to fuel you as you go up to the point when you're back up, if you will. You have a better chance of not going back down. Why? Back down to that same situation. Why? Because you learned what you needed to learn at that level, that it strengthened you to get back up. Now, does that mean you will always stay up? No. No. You can ask anybody who deal with stocks, bonds, deal with money in general, dealing with life in general. Life itself, it's, what in the world? Jeremy, I Elmo you too. You guys, y'all want me to shut up. That's what it is. That's why y'all giving me these donations. Because you like choking me right now, okay? I declare, Jeremy. I remember times way back, and Jeremy would say, Jeremy will always say, Chelle, if I had it, I would give it to you. If I had it, I would give it to you. And my love for him never changed, never wavered. If he called and I had time, I was talking to him. It wasn't like, contingent on money. None of what I do is contingent on that. I know, $22 in 5 minutes, right? Look, beat that, Uber and Lyft. Is that possible? No, I don't think so. But anyway, I think it's so important that when you do get back up, rise up with the strength that you earned and learned when you were in the valley. Now you got to keep in mind, though, sometimes, wow, 62, oh my gosh, in 5 minutes, I declare, thank you, Jesus, that's a blessing. I'm grateful. Shout to me, I helped. I know you helped. I told you that okay. Josh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. No, you started out you used to tell me, if you had it, you did. Yeah, you did. You said if you had it, you would say that you were on a fixed income, and then you would give me $1 here and $1 there, and then you went to $5, and you giving me $2 today. No, you definitely have a heart to want to do and to be a better person, and I appreciate that. I've seen the growth from the first day we met on Uberman Tampa channel to where we are now. I wouldn't have thought we would be here, but we are. So I've seen the growth in you, and I appreciate you as a human being, period. And also for you giving us the opportunity to meet your lovely wife as well. Employed almost 3 months. That's awesome. Yeah, oh my gosh. It is definitely the thought that counts. You guys don't have to give me a penny, but it speaks volume. Yeah, I do appreciate all donations. Absolutely. It speaks volume for you to even take some of your money to even donate to me, period. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. My love for you, my support for you is still at the same level, no matter what it is. I don't care who gives what. I love you all the same. You understand what I'm saying? It's not contingent on money or not having money. It is what it is. Okay, I'm going to check it out, Manny. It is what it is, The only way this can break is if you want to walk away or something get totally disrespectful and so on and so forth, then okay. But when it comes to money, no. I never was that type woman, and I'm not trying to be that type woman now. Honestly, I wish I could give you $5,000. Oh, I need oh my gosh, where would I go if I had money to go on a vacation? Somewhere where it's maybe no more than 70 degrees. I want some vegetation, beautiful skies, not too many buildings. That's all. Some nice water. That's it. So wherever that is, that's probably where I would go. Easy peasy, right? But I just think when you're going through in life, because we're all going to go through something, You're not going to have, sometimes, the people who you think, you're going to Los Angeles? Los Angeles with me in January. Who's going with you to Los Angeles? I'm not ready for Los Angeles from what I heard. That's just not my cup of tea. What is it that's wrong with it? I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. Marion, awesome. Oh my God. Marion is going with you. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's going to be awesome. Awesome. That's awesome. Absolutely. I don't know, maybe because it is how I am. You know, to me, people put the word out that Los Angeles is fast. It's, you know, the Hollywood life and some of the stuff. No, I haven't gone there to see it for myself. I watch it on television. I watch it on YouTube. I'm familiar with the Skid Row and some of the things that people are going through there. I wouldn't mind visiting there because people that goes through things like that, it's something special about them in my heart. You know, it's something special. Expensive fires, shopping, celebrity. Oh, is that what it is? You would know better than me. You know, you used to live there. But there are places that are really beautiful. Like I said, I'm basically going on hearsay and what I've seen on YouTube. Have I ever been there? No. I have family members who used to live there and so on and so forth. So, yeah. But when it comes to your hardship, when you're down in the valley, a lot of times when we're down there and we're looking up and we see, and you know, and meaning in our mind that this person is doing well, that person is doing well, that person is doing well, and we feel like look down here. Can you help me up here? Like sometimes those individuals have a heart to help, but they're in the same situation that you're in, but at a different position. You might be at a so-called lower level in terms of your hardship versus them, because it's like different levels of hardship. But they have a heart to help, but they can't. And then you do have some people who they get great pleasure to see you down. Oh my gosh. Because you were a beacon of light, if you will, or strength, and you were, when you were up, you were happy, you were, oh, you know, this and that. But now you're down low to the point now people are like, oh, hold on. Hey. Morning. Good. Oh, is it afternoon? Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
I declare. You trying to go to the store? I don't know if I have any money in here. I'm trying to pass time here while I do my live. I don't want you to be in the cold.
It's cold out here too.
I know. That's messed up, isn't it? I don't have no mulo. I don't have no mucho.
So you need to cut your live off and come on.
I know. I need to help you get in. That's my sister, guys. You hear her? Like, you need to... You hear? Yeah, uh-huh. You hear? Look, I'm still trying to find money. I'm still trying to find money to send her to the store. I declare. All right, I'm coming. I'm going to have to cut it off, guys. I'm coming. Here we go. I'm coming. I am coming. Okay. She gonna get me. All right, guys. I have to cut it short. I don't want her to be out in the rain. I don't think she want to come in and sit down, to be on the live. So I have to, appreciate, respect people. But what I'm saying is, in life, you're going to go through some things. That's a guarantee. I can guarantee you that. But how you react to it depends on how you're going to react to the next phase in your life. And like I said, you can either stay there where you are. Oh, you're welcome, Jeremy. And we all need it. I'm talking to myself, You're either going to stay down there or you're going to choose to fight to rise above your circumstances. So love yourself, know yourself, be yourself, change yourself to improve yourself. Take care, everybody. And thanks a lot for all of your donations. I appreciate you. My prayers go out that God will continue to bless you not only financially, but physically and spiritually. Take care. All right.